So yes, there's actually a story behind this back cover. I moved to New York about a year and a half ago, and one of the things that inspired me was just the tons of museums, art. And this back cover is actually loosely inspired by Henri Matisse's painting, The Red Studio. This is Matisse's The Red Studio. It's one of his most famous works, prized possession of the MoMA. But when it first came out, it was actually not very well received and actually quite controversial. Part of what made it so controversial was its liberal use of this very bold, vibrant shade of red called Venetian red. Back then, audiences were still very much invested or had preference for realism. They wanted colors and paintings to look like roughly what they thought they looked like in real life. Things like this or this. So Matisse's use of this red was considered strange, unsightly, and even offensive by many audiences at the time. A New York Times review of his London show called his works hideous. At his Chicago show, there were some patrons who were so offended by his works that they made recreations and set them on fire in protest. And Matisse famously said, "It is not the job of the artist to show you what the world looks like. It's the job of the artist to show you what else the world could be." Thankfully, Matisse was undeterred and continued to make bold, vibrant paintings that pushed the boundaries of what art and paintings could be, or what beauty could be. And so the back cover of my album is a loose recreation of Matisse's Red Studio. This is the studio where I work out of, where I write, create, record music. And the parallel to that bold shade of red is my trans identity. It's something that is seen as so controversial, unnatural, polarizing. But I know in decades will be seen, much like Matisse's painting and his use of red, as just another beautiful natural representation of life. And people will laugh and wonder how people could think something so simple and normal could be so controversial. Instead, will be recognized for its uniqueness and its beauty.